What's going on, guys? It's Mossy, aka Cybex Trades, and today we're gonna do another quick journal slash trade review breakdown. And yeah, let's just dive into it. So today's trades were basically on the first one being on AMD, second one on Tesla. So starting off with AMD, they're both red. So yeah, so coming in with AMD here on the daily. Yesterday's price action, strong candle up with a lot of volume. I looked for day two continuation and going into the hourly time frames. As you guys can see, strong move up here. Wanted to take calls here above 124.50 if we held that level. And as you guys can see here, going through the pre-market, we're floating around, um, floating around. What am I saying? Floating around the level here. Pre-market kind of broke it. What am I saying? Kind of broke it. We broke it basically, and we held this level here in the pre-market, and AMD shot up, as you guys can see here, with opening off with volume here. I'm guessing, yeah, I'm gonna most likely say this is like profit taking, whatnot, because of AMD's strength from yesterday. And I was looking for this level to hold, and going onto the 1 minute time frame, I was like, all right, if this level holds, I'm gonna go long for calls. And I guess what I'm, looking back now, what I should have done is not really focus too much on the 1 minute time frame, and really more focus on the bigger time frame, which is the 5 minute. And yeah, so basically saw these two candles here close above 124.50, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna enter two cons. And as soon as I entered, I got stopped out. My stop loss was very tight, so it was 124.50, the exact level. I mean, it was just like, hey, if we can't hold this level, I don't see a room for potential upside. And also looking back, is like it never broke pre-market high as well. It kind of literally like sold right off of there too. So that should have been also another that I didn't really take into consideration, is that pre-market high level, which is definitely to keep in mind for in the future. But yeah, first loss on this one was a solid 34 bucks for my small account. And next one, going over to Tesla. Tesla's just been ripping today, So I mean, in the past weeks, and came out of this pattern here ever since, and then just been riding it up. Let's see if I can. This is actually came out of this pattern here, as you guys can see. We had a nice, what is it called? I can't even remember my patterns now, man. Come on now. So yeah, broke out of this nice, I guess you could say, I'll say it's a rising wedge. So it's a bearish rising wedge, but it reversed on us. So yeah, and nicely broke out with strength, and just been pushing it up in the past week. Really just having this strong uptrend here, making higher highs and higher lows. If we're going to the 1 hour time frame, yesterday it opened at 217, say it's 217, not exact, and it closed all the way above 220. This would have been nice for swings. If I had a swing account funded, because I was actually kind of theoretically looking at it like, hey, what would happen if I swing it over 220? And actually, my thesis was correct. But anyway, coming on to the day, oh no, okay, I thought that was my coming to the day. I saw that we were holding pre-market low. We were above pre-market low, and we also pre-market high as well. We were right off the open. I waited. Learning about understanding Tesla more and how its price action moves. I noticed that I'm not gonna trade the first. I'm not gonna trade the first right off the open unless it's like a high confluence level. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for Tesla to clear itself out. And it did here, and it came back. So first flushed down to this 226 level, held it, and then reversed, and then came back above 228. And from here, to be honest with you, I was like, all right, like I know Tesla's strong, right? So it's not gonna like immediately flush down. Not that I know what happens in the future, but this is just my thesis going in. And we cleared pre-market high, which is the level of 228.9. And I was like, all right, looks nice. This looks nice. We can see some volume here as well. So in this candle, and I was like, all right, this looks nice. And took two cons of the 124. 124, 240 calls. It's very out of the money, obviously, but for me it's a small account, so the premiums for me still move decently where I can actually capitalize on it, if that makes sense. Looking back, if you're a trader and you're like, what the hell, it's so out of the money. But the way these premiums move, you can decently capitalize on them. And yeah, so I entered basically right in this candle here. So when I saw this close, I was I don't know, what am I saying when I saw this close? I basically entered on this candle actually. Sorry. And yeah, 649 candle right when it was about to close. And my stop loss was very tight because actually looking back now, I didn't really respect my like I made my stop loss as I was going, if that makes sense. Like my original plan was to go long above 228, but I kind of missed my entry, if that makes sense. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna enter here, and my stop loss was very tight. So I was like, all right, if we can't hold this, if we can hold this 228.75, I'm out. And as you guys can see, candle opened from here, went down, got stopped out, and then closed with strength here, decent volume, and then pushed over here to 230. And that would have been my first profit target for a very quick scalp. Looking back at it, not the highest risk to reward ratio because prior, the preferred entry, the better entry is here to get a nice risk to reward here, right? Because 228, 229, 230, that's a very good, that's a 2 to 1, I believe. Stop loss was like right around, for 228 if I actually entered on 228. I just wasn't seeing volume, to be honest with you. Actually, I was, but I wasn't really paying attention on the 1 minute like that. And just to focus overall, my focus and my attention on actually utilizing volume candle bars more and just trusting my plan because it did went my way. My game plan did work out, and overall, yeah, this candle wigged me out because I was like, this is my stop loss 75. If we can't hold that, I'm out. No specific reason, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it for today's trades. Just 2 trades lost, totaling 58 loss. So minus 7% on the account. It is what it is, been on a red streak, hoping to break it this week, continuing. Today is, I believe, Wednesday, so, Thursday, Friday, we should hopefully get some opportunities. And, yeah, gonna journal and focus and review what I need to focus on and improve on. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, so I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.